Public speaking is tough for so many people. The fear, the intimidation, the nervousness. Lauren Sergi helps people through their fear of presentations, and she joins us with 5 tips you should know. And what is it about public speaking that just scares the bejesus out of some people?
You know, we humans don't like to be in front of crowds, alone, exposed, looking at a whole bunch of people who are probably judging us.
Fear of failure, right? You don't want to screw up.
Yeah, you don't want to screw up. It's a really primal instinct. We don't like being so vulnerable in front of people, and that's what public speaking means.
Yes, so whether you're emceeing a wedding or you're doing a big presentation for work, we're going to do the do's and don'ts. So first we're going to start with the must-do. Stay calm.
Breathe. You must breathe in order to stay calm. And the breathing, it's deep breathing down here from your diaphragm, not panicked chest breathing. You see, when people get nervous, they go, they breathe from up here, and that actually just makes you more nervous because it spikes your blood pressure and raises your heart rate. Deep breathing from the diaphragm settles it down. And in the name of the playoffs, it was a hockey player who taught me that.
Really?
It was, yes.
Wow. Which one?
Aaron Downey of the Dallas Stars, years and years and years ago.
Wow, all right. Okay, our next tip is one sentence focus.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means...
you don't go there and say, this is my one sentence, and you leave, right?
No, not at all. It's that what you do is you frame your entire presentation around one single sentence that sums up the main point, the thing that you want people to remember and take home. And then everything in your presentation builds to refine that point or back it up. And that way you don't go on a tangent. That way your presentation is always really focused and people know what they're supposed to be learning.
Okay. This is something people hate to do, you tell me. Practice. So how do you practice? Are you practicing in front of the mirror? You're practicing in front of your dog, your kids, your spouse?
Yes, yes,
okay.
yes. I just heard Mike say yes. It's all yes. You practice all over the place. If a speaker is making it look effortless, it's because they have practiced the heck out of it. I like to practice when I'm out for walks. I will practice when I'm driving in the car, all over the place, but chunk it down into little pieces, right? You don't need to do the whole thing in one go. Just 2 or 3 or 4 minutes of it at a time. But you have to practice. And it's awkward and it's uncomfortable because we think we sound awful. Push past that and do it.
Do we rely on our notes a lot?
I tend to not rely on my notes.
Okay.
And that's a big thing is I'll have a little outline and then I'll look at one of the points I'm going to say and then I put the notes away and I just start speaking to it.
Okay. All right. But not everyone has the ability. That takes practice.
Yes.
All right. And some don't-dos, don't memorize.
Don't memorize.
But you just said that I can't use my notes.
Well, no, you can refer to your notes, but what you can't do is read from them.
Okay.
Memorization takes up way too much effort. It takes up too much time and too much brain space. But if you have just a line that says, okay, this is what now we're talking about why cats are awesome and dogs really aren't all they're cracked up to be, then you can just speak to that.
Okay.
Instead of trying to memorize every sentence you want to trot out. Takes too much effort to memorize.
All right, don't go over time.
Never go over time.
But we're so scared. We don't want to be up there for very long. Do we tend to sort of have some verbal diarrhea? And
bingo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people tend to go over time more often than they go under time. And the way to get beyond that is to practice.
All right.
With a timer, you bust that timer out and you start speaking, hit time, and see how long you're going to go on for.
And do you visualize people naked?
Never.
Ridiculous, eh?
Never, because then I might be naked too, and then it's all no.
It just gets
no.